With 4 seconds on the clock, he lays it in.
A defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through one. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for Utah?
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And something else that I liked is how they attack the paint, finding ways to get inside and capitalize time and time again.
So the Grizzlies 5 right now. We've got Desmond Bane. Clark is out there with MP. Then it's Pippen, and it's Kennard in at the 2-guard spot. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. The Utah Jazz last season became one of the first teams in the league to move their games to broadcast television. It's a gamble, but they just about tripled their reach. And with the rapid growth in the region, they have a chance to attract new fans. Kevin, no doubt, other NBA teams are keen to see how this goes.
Oh, David, no question at all. And we thank you for your report. You know, Greg, thinking back to the glory days in Utah, they went to back-to-back finals in 97 and 98.
Unfortunately, though, Kevin, that Stockton-Malone era, they just couldn't overcome the dynastic Bulls. The Jazz still searching for that first NBA title.
And this is what the schedule looks like coming up for Memphis. On Friday, they'll be facing Steven Adams and the Houston Rockets. And then on Saturday, they'll go back home and will be hosting the Orlando Magic.
And for their matchup with the Nets, that's a contest that I'll keep an eye on. That'll be the 5th time they take to the floor, and they want to get off to a quick start.
Clarkson surveying the floor. To the paint. Here's Filipowski, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Nice pass. What a heady play by Clarkson.
Down low, here's MP. Rebounded by the Jazz. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Memphis.
Yeah, and they lost the season series to this squad last time around. Maybe a little extra motivation tonight to show they've improved.
MP converting the tough bucket.
Strong work down low from MP. He doesn't let aggressive defense throw him off his game.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Here's Clarkson. There's the triple. It's hauled in by MP. Puts it up from 17. He doesn't hit that one. And here's Clarkson. He brings it up for the Utah Jazz. It's a 3-point game. Following this one, they get to host the Warriors. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. To the inside, Filipowski uses the glass to finish the layup. Filipowski's got 6.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. A different look for Utah. Walker Kessler, he's checked in for Filipowski. And Colin Sutton for Colin Sexton. Jaren Jackson, he's checked in for Memphis. Morant comes in for Pippen. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Inside. And it's sent back by Kessler.
And look, Kessler just has a nose for the ball. He is a certified shot blocker.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Pass to Sensabaugh. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. So, Stan, you started in the NBA back in the mid-90s. How is coaching different from, say, now to back then?
Wow, Kevin, it's just so different and in so many ways. The players have gotten better. Bigger, faster, more skilled. There's more coaches on a staff. Strength coaches have increased in volume and in influence, so there's less practice. Everything now has to be done different.
Everything is bigger, isn't it?
It really is. Inexcusable defense. You can't let wrestler get established inside like this?
Let's get an update on Sante Aldama. David, what's the status?
Thanks, Kevin. I just talked with the Grizzlies' head athletic trainer. The belief right now is that it's a high ankle sprain. Now, they're still running tests, but the swelling is making that a little more complicated. Well, you hate suffering injuries any time of the year, but it's especially impactful this early on. Tough break. Back to you guys.
David, thanks for the great update, guys. It doesn't sound good.
No, if that report is accurate, he's going to be spending a lot of time in rehab and on the sideline.
Yeah, you never want to speculate on injury, but that didn't look like something you were going to bounce back from quickly.
And Markkanen is showing the aggressiveness you like to see in a guy with his skill set. Somebody who doesn't lack confidence when he shoots the ball. Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
Here's Kessler, and Kessler throws it down.
Yeah, really nice to see Markkanen keeping his head up and finding the open teammate.
Morant reaches to Jackson. He's looking for MP and finds him. Book it! MP with a tough shot.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Jazz leading by 10. Now George. He's got 7. Collins a screen on Kennard. Here's Sexton. And he makes good on the layup. Sexton's got 4 this quarter.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Outside Jackson. And it's sent back by Kessler.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Kicks it out to Markkanen. And here's George for 3. And it's rebounded by Morant. Now, here's Kennard. To the middle. Here's MP. Using his athleticism, MP with the play.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. And so it's the Utah Jazz with a 10-point lead, some breathing room heading into the break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And we'll be back with you shortly.
One of the best ways to control the game, take care of the boards. Don't give up second chance points.
And at the offensive end, taking a peek now at the upcoming. And that is our.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The next substitution.
You're up.
Shut in the wing spot. It's Clarkson and Markkanen. Then it's Collier. Then there's Filipowski. And it's Sensabaugh in at the 4-man position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. The shot by Markkanen. Nobody around. Good on the 3-point shot. Markkanen's got 14 points here in the second half. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, guys, Lauri Markkanen had said all along he was content to stay in Utah. And after signing a contract extension, he remains with the Jazz. He turns 28 in May, so he's just entering his prime. There's plenty of runway left, and the Jazz think he can guide them back to the playoff mix. And with the timing of when Markkanen signed his extension, he is not trade eligible during this season.
Johns, we really appreciate the update. We know how detailed you are. Thanks so much. Clarkson for 3. And Bain pulls it down.
Well, despite his lack of efficiency, the team has put together a good offensive effort tonight.
And here's MP for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. MP's got 18 points in the game. Here's Filipowski. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
4 seconds left. That one doesn't drop. Lowry Markkanen getting it done for the Utah Jazz. And he's supplying a lot of their offense with his three. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for the Grizzlies. Trailing here by 8 on the court for Memphis to start the fourth. Kennard is out there with Pippen. Then there's Wells. Then there's Jaren Jackson. And it's MP in at the center position. Here's Collier. Here's Sensabaugh. Shot clock at 6. This one for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
MP, no good. Jazz leading by 9. Pass to Collier. Here's Sensabaugh. Clarkson outside. It's hauled in by MP.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Another miss by MP.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't the shot they were looking for. You got to keep the ball moving in that situation.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive.
So it's Utah easily grabbing the win. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and playing with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
That concludes the first game of the NBA season. So now for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.
Win some, you lose some.
First game in the pros. I'm sure your phone is blowing up.
No, I haven't had it. Makes sense.
Look,
Just let it go. Focus on the next game.
Congrats to MP on his first 20-point game. I remember the first time I scored 20 in college. An amazing feeling.
All right. You got your feet wet. Now the real work starts. Whatever it... Coach, that was great. That was really helpful. Which reminds...
Gotta love H-Town. This city shows a hoop of love.
MP, you got that look in your eye tonight. You better watch out.
Everyone, greetings from 2K Sports. Very early in the season, but a lot of excitement still in the air, Grant.
No question, BA. I mean, the fan base will usually carry...
We'll go for a different look here. Landale's checked in for Şengün. Smith comes in for Thompson. Eason's checked in for Brooks. And Whitmore subbed in for Fred VanVleet. Well, if you followed MP on his path to the NBA, you know the one criticism of his game is that he can defer too often, Grant.
And at times, I think that's been a fair criticism. But you'd rather have MP trying to involve his teammates too much than not at all. People had the same complaint about LeBron early in his career, and that worked out fine.
On the court for the Grizzlies, MP is out there with Brandon Clark. Then it's Desmond Bane, then it's Luke Kennard, and it's Pippen in at the point. Bane, the pass to MP, and stolen by Green. Going inside. Clark grabs the board. MP outside. And another miss by Memphis. Fred VanVleet has been on display for the Rockets. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. All right, stick around. Changes. Thompson, he's checked in for Alperen Şengün. Jalen Green comes in for Whitmore. And Fred VanVleet is subbed in for Holiday. On the court for Memphis, we've got Jackson. Luke Kennard out there with Desmond Bane. Then it's MP, and it's Wells in at the small forward position.
You can bet MP will make a lot of those over his career.
Well, Grant, after 3 straight drafts high in the lottery, the Rockets got to 500 in 2024.
Yeah, and I love how they signed some vets in the summer of 23. Houston decided we want to win now, and I wish more teams did that.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, the Rockets showing improvement. Head coach Ime Udoka said, quote, when you rely on your young guys, you're constantly trying to instill habits that will carry them for the rest of their careers. It's mistakes and tendencies you have to try to break continually. Just staying positive. We see glimpses of how close we can be.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. VanVleet against Kennard. Tipped. Outside Eason. 6 to shoot. Outside for Green. The 3-ball. The Grizzlies pull it in. Defeated by Utah in their last game. He'll try to put that one behind them.
You know, in that game, it was just too much disparity in effort level between the two teams, especially on the glass.
The poor rebounding and...
Oh, big finish!
Wow. Okay, I see you. Now that's how you fire up your teammate. Smith put a little extra on it.
Impressive looks on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. On the wing, MP. Ooh, stolen by Smith.
2 minutes.
From downtown, and a great assist by Van Vliet as that one goes. Van Vliet's got 4 assists in the game. Memphis has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. MP shot is off. Houston has gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter. It's Eason with the jam.
Yeah, so good to see Smith passing the ball like this, wanting to improve as a distributor in the NBA.
Kennard passes to Jackson. Here's MP. They need this. Rockets with a rebound. Van Vliet's got 4 rebounds in the game. You know, Grant and Van Vliet, they've got a guy who's been through everything in this league.
Yeah, B.A. Van Vliet's seen it all. He's won a championship. He's been in the All-Star game. He's been on a last-place team. No wonder nothing seems to faze him.
That's no problem for Van Vliet. He beats that contact with ease.
And Houston. Making a change here. Brooks is checked in. Edey's checked in for Memphis. Ja Morant comes in for Kennard. You know, it's hard to understate the value Van Vliet brings to this team, Richard.
When you look back at Toronto's championship in 2019, he made some huge plays. When the moment got big, he came through and came out on top.
Grizzlies trail by 5. Outside Bane. Morant, the pass to MP. The 3 is up. Oh, MP from way out there.
Ooh, MP testing out the extent of his range.
Thompson outside. And he gets the bucket. Thompson's got his first bucket in this one.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Muscling it home, MP.
That is a play that is beyond his years. MP takes the contact and still gets it to fall.
Brooks from outside. The rebound by MP.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. MP is doubled. It's stolen by Green.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Yeah, you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
Morant against Van Vliet. Goes back up. Shoots over Morant. Offensive board. Eason, the pass to Green. Oh, Jalen Green with the sweet stroke.
You want to run your offense through him. A reliable scoring option.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. It's Houston. They lead by 5. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
41. Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Rumba!
Welcome, everyone, as we dig into the details. Things working out so far for the Houston Rockets.
This is why so many teams are trying to play with pace. The defense just couldn't match up with them in the space.
And now an opportunity to check out the old social media feed. Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
In that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Oh, we're seeing a tremendous game from Fred Van Vliet.
Yeah, he's showing off how skilled he is at attack.
Some changes. Smith comes in for Şengün, and Tari Eason subbed in for Brooks. And Memphis also making a switch. MP's checked in. Van Vliet and Green, they're manning the backcourt. Thompson out there with Jabari Smith. And it's Eason in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 for Houston right now. That puts him in the lead. MP's got 12 points.
Yeah, this defense looks absolutely helpless trying to stop MP right now. He's having his way out there.
Van Vliet, the pass to Smith. Outside Eason. Pass to Green, 5 to shoot. And no good. The dry spell continues. And here's MP. RJ displaying at a faster pace. Work the same in the regular season as it does in the playoffs?
Depends on the opponent. Teams that like to slow it down and can be methodical in the half court can make it a slugfest. You have to be ready for that.
And we may have an injury here. That does not look good.
And by the look of it, guys, this could be serious.
Look, I'm no doctor, and I know that might be a surprise to a lot of you people, but look, that looked pretty harsh, and he's certainly going to have to miss some extended time.
Whitmore's checked in for the Rockets. Edey's checked in for Memphis.
In an era where so many point guards are three-point shooters, Ja Morant, you know what? This man is built different. He's more of a throwback. Ja wants to apply pressure by driving, not shooting threes.
A nice shot by MP. And Ime Udoka has called timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Let's take this time to bring up the list of last season's elite shot blocking teams. The Grizzlies 4th.
It was an intimidating brand of defense they played. They sent the message that if you were going to get your points in the paint, you were going to have to work for them.
Down low, looking to end the run. Here's Thompson. Good D by MP.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Brian, Jabari Smith Jr. is making some serious strides, and Coach Ime Udoka praised him and said his all-around game, his confidence, great defensive versatility. He's starting to handle and make plays for others. Shooting is a huge asset for him, but we want him to post up and find his mid-range shots as well, where he can rise up over guys. Brian?
He is certainly one to watch, Allie. Thank you. And Houston making a change here. Landale's checked in.
And there's the length of Smith at work. Playing big on the interior.
Releases. MP shot is off.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
And so Moran will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. It's a three-point game. Here's MP. Nice job by MP converting in tight.
And that's what happens when you let MP get positioning inside.
And you'd like to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
And at the same time, you want to get a good shot here, B.A.
Landale, the pass to Van Vliet. Now here's Smith. Launches it. Good. And Van Vliet gets the assist. Smith's got 5 points in the quarter.
You know, Smith came into the league as a capable and confident shooter off the catch.
From deep, MP. And it's Whitmore with the rebound. Van Vliet against Moran. For the tie. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. This is his second trip to the line of the game. The first one falls. And it's tied up with that one. Here's MP. Again, MP missing. At the end of the third, the score is all even. Both teams absolutely filling it up. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime dropping ability.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. They've got Desmond Bain. MP is out there with Brandon Clark. And it's Pippen in at the one.
First team foul.
Grizzlies on D. Left side, Holiday. Shot clock at 5. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. Here's MP. Rockets with a rebound.
There's no way that's the best look this offense can produce.
And you couldn't get a better shot off? Like, come on, you got to make the extra pass. Like, being a teammate will go so far in this league.
With a tough road ahead, they worked hard to get a good shot.
Here's MP. Uses the glass on the layup.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for it.
Şengün. And Şengün throw it down.
Hey, look, sometimes you just got to let the big men work. Şengün doing it in style.
From deep, MP. Again, MP missing. Houston in the lead. Here's Eason. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Out to the wing. Launches a three. Rebounded by Pippen.
Yeah, that's a shame because I'm not sure the defense will let him get a shot that good again very soon.
MP no good.
And as long as he keeps missing from deep, the D will keep letting him fire away. He's just off from range right now.
Holiday passes to Eason. Count it. And now a 4-point Rocket lead.
These are exactly the kind of shots they want to generate each and every time down the floor.
Timeout, Grizzlies. Memphis wins it. They played the villain tonight, and they played it.
They really thought they had a chance tonight. They talked the talk, but you walked the walk. You ready to give these fans what they paid for? The other team's already worried about stopping you, MP.